In 1951, the Fritts family bought a 190-acre tract of land west of what was then a much smaller moor. It was desolate country.
Of course, in 1951, there was no interstate. It was all pretty much farmland all the way around us. Certainly no one had much idea of any there weren't any Walmarts or, you know, most of the retail stores that we see now, they really didn't exist, at least in that same fashion.
My, how things have changed. The Fritts farm today sits at the epicenter of the city's retail expansion. Just south of Walmart and west of Riverwalk, the Fritts farm is a hot property, particularly now that a Home Depot just opened on the site. Terry Fritts and his son Jason now handle the management and future development of the Fritts farm. It's an exciting yet complicated time as they balance the drumbeat of major retailers with a simple promise Terry made to his father years ago that he wouldn't sell the land.
Foremost in our mind was our promise to our parents that we would not sell the land, and Home Depot was able to work with us in such a way, along with the city of Moore, that they were able to allow us to keep our promise and yet also provide a place for themselves to build a really nice retail store.
The Fritzes actually still own the land under the Home Depot building and now find themselves wearing the hat of land developers for their own property.
We like it. I think it's going to look really neat.
Next on their list is a new Starbucks store just in front of Home Depot.
With Starbucks, you know, our agreement with them is going to be we're going to own the property, own the ground, and then we're going to build the building and own the building and then lease it to them.
This gives them the ability to control how the buildings on their property will look. In the case of Starbucks, local rock and wood will create the appearance of a barn.
This is an aerial photo that we use quite a bit. This is actually a very recent aerial photo. It was flown.
The economic boom in Moore can be seen a lot further than just the Fritts farm. Along the Riverwalk itself, more new stores are preparing to build.
Those that have actually bought property with the intention on building on the west side specifically would be Earl's Rib Palace, and they've bought a pad right behind IHOP, and that's really exciting. That's a local rib place, barbecue place that's gotten just a ton of critically acclaimed people that have gone in and said this is wonderful barbecue. The company that owns McAllister's bought this entire piece of property here. So their intent is to build a freestanding McAllister's deli here and build some other little retail shops here that they are already getting out and trying to get leases on. Mazzio's is going to lease one of these spaces right here, right up against Telephone Road.
This property right next to Russell Stover is owned by Fire Mountain Grill, where an 8,000 square foot buffet will soon be built. And right next to that is a brand new retail shopping center where Alfredo's Mexican restaurant is preparing to open.
This is a color example of a facade elevation that lots of shopping center developers will actually give to me, and if I'm out helping them recruit and trying to get retail interested in coming in to lease a piece of property.
This particular shopping center is now being built on 19th Street across from Home Depot. And further north, the new movie theater is still in the works with a completion date of summer 2007. It will be joined by a TGI Fridays restaurant and a relocated Brian Harley-Davidson. While all of this provides more choices for residents, it has other positive side effects like attracting new hotels.
We don't want to move out into the country and put up a hotel and ask people to drive out there and watch the sunset. So we want to have other businesses around us that we can feed off of and they can feed off of us. Having opportunities for people to get out and do and to be able to walk to their restaurants or a short drive to the theater.
Candlewood Suites is one of the many new hotels moving into Moore.
This is the full kitchen that comes equipped in every room. There will be pots and pans, dishes available for you to use, so you can see how it's designed for people that are going to be here for longer periods of time.
It caters to extended stay business travelers with an upscale living environment. A La Quinta Inn is also under construction right in front of the Riverwalk. These type of hotels will pump major tourism dollars into our local economy. And we haven't even crossed to the east side of the highway yet.
And just to give you an idea about the size of this development on the east side, it's going to start right here. This is the former outlet mall. So this will be demolished. taken down. This is the former Sam's building. It will be taken down. Microtel will be taken down. This is a 10,000 square foot building. It's going to come down. This is a little inline shopping center that will come down, as will this building and this building. So that just gives you an idea about the length of this entire development, which is almost the length of what's existing over here on the west side.
This will all be replaced with a brand new high-end shopping center, including a big box department store type retailer yet to be announced. Demolition work is expected to start shortly. It's an exciting time to live in Moore. But back on the Fritts farm, this excitement is often tempered with a view to the past.
The land is just really important to your persona somehow, to your family culture, and the idea that it's not going to be the same anymore, that you're not going to be able to, walk in a straight line from fence to fence. It's a very significant thing. It's been surprisingly difficult for us as a family, but it was something we felt was right for us and for all of our constituencies, so that's why we did it.
The promise of the future is far different than the farmland of 1951.